I'm Aaron Jacobs, and I'm very happy to join the faculty at McClain University, where I'll be teaching, or am teaching, violin and string pedagogy. And also equally as happy to join the McClain Decatur Symphony Orchestra, where I get to work with William McClain as the concert master.
My name is Dr. William McClain. I am the new director, music director, and conductor of the McClain Decatur Symphony Orchestra. My new position with the symphony brings a lot of excitement, not just for the musicians, but also for myself. And I'm also a new faculty member at McClain University, where I teach chamber music, music theory, and also ear training.
So, William, what can we expect this year? What can our audience expect to see from the MDSO?
Yeah, that's a great question. A lot of people are curious about what the experience will be like. And one of the first things I like to say is we are committed to delivering inspiring performances. So yes, things are going to be a little bit different, but we should start with what's going to be the same. The same is our own McClain Symphony Orchestra delivering great performances and wonderful experiences. The difference will be virtual. A lot of what we will do will appear online. We'll also have radio performances where we can hear past archive recordings, as well as some of our upcoming concerts. Visually, it will be a very, very different looking orchestra because we will be spaced out. The orchestra will seem much more vast and distanced in a way, but the music that you'll hear will be just as beautiful and will have everybody coming together. So visually, it'll be spread apart. And then also with technology, we've had to use a lot more technology to produce concerts. So you may see a few computers and cameras that you're not used to seeing on stage, but it's sort of, part of that whole project.
Yeah, for me, it will be definitely a new experience because as a performing artist, I haven't actually performed in public since early March. When the pandemic hit, all my concerts were canceled for many months now. So I am very excited about playing a concert again. How does it feel to you, this new experience? Have you had any live performances yet?
Yeah, so as you were speaking, I was just thinking myself, when is the last time that I performed? And I think one of the things that our audience can really learn from us is how much we do rely on their interaction. Just being in the audience as you listen to music, we feed off of that energy. And one thing that this pandemic has taught us is how important our audience is to our own art. And we have that energy, we have that back and forth, even if the audience feels like they're just sitting there. There's actually energy going back and forth. And so, ironically for me, my last performance was in fact in February, right here in Decatur. It's when I conducted the orchestra back in February. That was my very last concert live before the pandemic hit. Of course, at the time, I had no idea that, everything that's happened would be happening. A lot of people are curious about what the relationship between the conductor and the concert master is. So the way I like to tell the story is, when you're watching a really great football match, there's the coach and then there's the quarterback. And everybody kind of knows that the quarterback really is the immediate representative of the players, the leader, right? The coach is also the ultimate leader, but for the coach, they're responsible for the overall picture, the strategy. And I sort of think of myself as a coach in that sense. And the concert master to me is the representative leader of the orchestra. It's why when we have a beginning of the concert master walks out on stage to receive applause. Most people think that the concert master is taking all the applause for themselves. But actually, no, the concert master is accepting the applause on behalf of the rest of the orchestra. So that's sort of a tradition that's sort of been lost in translation a little bit. And so there's a really important relationship between the conductor and the concert master. Any good orchestra, that relationship will be healthy. and that there's communication, there are ideas going back and forth. Often before they even have the first rehearsal, there might be a quick chat. It could be a 30 seconds, what do you think about this tempo, or have you ever played this beat before? How fast did you play it, or how loud was this? And a lot of times it's very informal, but it's so important to like building that relationship. So I'm curious because we are both new. I'm a new conductor here, and you're the new concert master. So for us, we're getting to know each other as well as getting to know the position. So from your perspective, what do you think that the roles are for the conductor and the concert master?
Yeah, well, I can relate to everything you said. And, but sitting in that chair, predominantly what's on my mind is that I need to communicate. And I need to communicate mostly without words. And so I need to show the string sections in particular what part of the bow to be in so that we can get the same articulations. I have to move a lot to show the phrase so the sections know when to grow and when to pull back. And I have to watch you like a hawk to make sure that we're serving your interpretation well.
If it's not already clear, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of excitement to get back on stage. There's also something very special about this concert in that we're featuring the music of William Grant Still. So part of my vision for this first year was to highlight our American heritage. But there's never been a time that's more important for us to realize that we have a rich musical heritage in our very own country. So look forward to hearing this wonderful piece called Dances de Panama by William Grant Still, known as the Dean of African American Music. It's full of life, full of flavor, and again, something else interesting about this is it'll be an orchestra of all strings. So this is a new color that many people are not used to hearing without the winds and without the percussion. So this will be a chance to really feature the colors of the orchestra. This new platform of virtual concerts will be different, but it'll also be exciting. I think it'll bring a lot of interest to seeing the orchestra in a different way, maybe even being able to get a little bit of a close-up or a sneak peek behind the scenes of what goes on. So keep watching our YouTube, our Facebook page, and you'll notice various videos where you're actually able to get some nice insight on what's happening behind the scenes as well. So please come on out. We're looking forward to seeing you. September 26th, 7:30, we'll all be there. We hope to see you as well.